This video will show you how to check the antifreeze slash coolant and windshield wiper fluid on the 2022 GMC Yukon. This is a Denali actually, but it's just top of the line. So the first thing we're going to do is going to pop the hood. If you can see on my camera, they have a little car here with a hood on it, and we're just going to pull back on it. Hopefully the angle is caught, because this camera will be tripping. And right on the M, if you go straight up, pull up a little bit, and there's a little latch right here. Let me see. Yeah, so it's right above the M, and you're going to push it to the right, and it's going to release the hood. And this is it right here. So it's right there. Okay, and we're going to start with the windshield washer fluid. It actually, this is the reservoir. It actually has a windshield on it with some water coming up with it. So let's top that off. And I use the windshield washer fluid. It's a blue one that we have, washer that we have at my job. You can put water in if you want. The only thing about water is it evaporates faster and it freezes. So whatever's in this chemical, it takes a little longer for everything to happen. So we're just going to pour it up in there. Just top it off. Try to be careful. You can fill this up to the top. You might get a few bubbles or something, but it's part of the process. Okay, we're just going to make sure that's secure. And then we have our coolant. So the coolant reservoir is right here. Coolant and antifreeze, same thing. You're going to turn to the left on this, and it might hiss at you. If it does, it's because it's just letting pressure out. So you want to make sure the car is completely cool before you do this. It's got to cool down, because if not, if it's hot, it's going to come shooting out of there. So just give it about 15-20 minutes, and if it hisses at you, it's just letting out air from the pressure. You heard it. So let's go ahead and take that off. And there is a minimum and a maximum line. I always put it to the max line. If you go over it, that's cool, but don't overfill it. Do not fill it to the top. That's not a good idea. So we're going to be using Dexacool, and it's an orange coolant. Shout out to Napa. 50/50, pre-diluted with water. So do not add water. It says on there. Now, if you're in trouble or if you have an emergency, you can put water in your coolant reservoir, but I recommend that you use antifreeze and coolant. And then this is requiring Dexacool coolant. Alright, so, and like I said, don't overfill it, because what's going to happen is when it does get hot and the pressure builds, it's going to start coming out, and you don't want that. So take your time with it. And like I said, I'll fill it to the full line, maybe a little over, that's okay, but don't overfill it. You might think it's a good idea, but it's really not. So with that, let's take this out of here. Get that out of there. And we're going to turn to the right, and just all the way till it goes to the end. Just keep turning it, and then make sure it's secure, and that's it, and you did it. And I love you. Good job.